I reached out to you randomly on TikTok. You responded probably like that's one of the fastest responses I've ever gotten, and that was impressive.
Thanks. I'm pretty active.
I respect that. So before we just start it off, just introduce yourself, tell the people what you do, and then I'll take it from there.
Okay, sure. So I am Caitlin Seandel. I am the co-founder and CEO of a tech startup here called Kuungana Technology. And our product is Kuuza. You guys can see us here.
Yeah.
Came branded. And Kuuza is a phone app that helps small businesses here in Kenya and eventually in East Africa manage their operations. So we really focus on operational efficiency for small businesses.
So what was the inspiration though behind it? Because I'm trying to think of anybody coming up with an app, they have to think about things that already exist and how you'll just bring a product that actually stands out in the market that's already tech savvy and filled with other applications.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I actually had no intention of being an entrepreneur, zero. So I am originally from the Bay Area in San Francisco, around San Francisco in California in the US. And I moved to East Africa in 2017, and I moved to go work for a nonprofit microlender in a village in rural eastern Uganda. So I was there for 2 years, and that's where I got the idea of my company. And then I moved to Kenya at the end of 2019 to start it. But yeah, essentially in the village, my eyes were open to a lot of different things and a lot of different experiences. Obviously, moving from the Bay to a village is night and day.
Huge contrast.
Yeah, the only thing in common is that there's people there. Everything else is different.
Completely different, yeah.
Yeah.
Food, culture, people, everything.
Experience. And so I was very quickly awakened to the intensity of poverty and how that shapes people. And also micro lending, just caveat, we don't lend. So I will say that throughout this podcast.
Just to be clear,
we don't lend.
Yeah.
We can talk about that later if you'd like. But
for sure.
Yeah, and it's just seeing all of the dynamics at play, because I think that poverty is a very solvable issue. I think it's man-made, so it can be man-solved or woman-solved in this case. And yeah, people just need more money, and because the job economy here and in Uganda is honestly terrible, it's super unhealthy. It's the only way for people to make money and to have, I think, a chance at financial success and abundance is through entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Which we see over and over again. It's even if you're employed and salaried, you have a side hustle.
True.
Somewhere.
Because you can't just say that you're relying on one thing.
So we just want to, it was there that I started to see the importance of having a small business as well as a healthy business, but then also the emotional side of money and business and all of that, because money's super emotional.
Money is not what we used to think when we were kids. Because once you grow up, it comes with so much around it.
Yeah.
Management, literacy, and investments.
Yeah.
Future plans.
Yeah. And also expansion, right? It's you have to rewire your brain. If you've only experienced poverty or scarcity, even if you grew up middle class in Kenya.
Yeah.
But if you have been hammered in a scarcity mindset, it's always going to feel like a struggle. And so I think that's the other part of our business, and why we're so active on social media is to also start to bring awareness around the mentality of money and the mentality of business.